What is your keto weakness food? Not carb stuff, but something you just love and will overeat it? Me? Steak. I love a good cut of steak with fat on it. Lol. I made some last night, ate way past being full. I contemplate this as I drink my black coffee and make my mineral water. Hope you all have a successful day. Cheese. For some reason it just bypasses my satiety. Put a block of cheese and some pork rinds in front of me, I could eat the whole thing and not feel full. Korean barbecue. A good cut of pork belly wrapped in lettuce with some grilled onions and garlic. Maybe some kimchi. And sometimes I'd make my own sugar-free samjang, which is more like doenjang but still tastes amazing. Totally keto, a fake. But if left alone I'll eat 3 people's worth. Before I started keto, I'd also add samjang, but that has sugar in it. Roasted almonds. I can only buy the little packets because whatever container I buy, I will eat the entire thing. Cream cheese. Drooling face, I love cooking with it. Everything I add it to makes me drool. Without hesitation or second thought, here it's the Quest peanut butter cups or chocolate chip Quest cookies. I've reached the point where I try and avoid them altogether. But sometimes I will have them and one turns into 2. And 2 can even turn into 3. They taste great and are technically keto friendly, but they rarely leave me full or satisfied and almost always lead to additional hunger and or cravings. Bacon. I crave bacon the way I used to crave chips or cookies. Chicken souvlaki with tzatziki, or chicken and broccoli with garlic, parm, and alfredo. Cheese. So much cheese. Cashews. I still get a big package and wonder why I bought such a large one when I ate an eighth of it later. Fatty meat. Pork picnic roast. Chicken thighs with skin. A ridiculously marbled ribeye. Less fatty meat isn't something I overeat, but the meats with plenty of naturally present fats are so freaking delicious. Same, to be honest, a nice cut of steak, and oddly enough I have a hard time putting the asparagus down. Cold sweat smile. Avocado and salmon. Have to have it every day. I'm just lucky I can get it for super affordable pricing, as the store across the street from me sells it on sale almost every day because it's about to go bad. I agree with you, Op. I love steak and my grandmother taught me to appreciate the fatty cuts. She ate the fat and refused to let my father cut it of. She died in her 90s of old age. Coleslaw. Does crustless keto cheesecake count? Either that or deviled eggs. Rib-eye cut of meat. Dry salami has me in a chokehold. Jalapeno poppers. Eggs. Either boiled or as an omelet pizza. My wife is getting sick of them, but I can't get enough. Thankfully she loves steak as much as I do. Pecans. Cheese. Almond butter is probably the worst offender. I had to stop buying it to not go through a pint every 3 days. Seared chicken thighs. Sprinkle any seasoning on them as long as the outside layer is crunchy. I've eaten 2-3 pounds of them at a time, just like Tic Tacs. Bacon. I can only cook a serving at a time, otherwise you know. Macadamia nuts, which have carbs. I do limit myself to 40 grams a day, but if I didn't have my scale I'd totally overeat them. They are delicious. Nuts. All kind of keto allowed nuts. Quest bars. Skinny syrup in salted caramel and peanut butter. I have survived 2 months on keto and wouldn't have stayed firm if it wasn't for these. Sometimes I make a big batch of ground beef mixed with some cheese, homemade Alfredo sauce, Worcestershire seasonings, etc., with the intention of having meals prepped for a few days. But it's always a mistake. I end up having too much for dinner. Then too much for seconds. Cheese nuts. Cheese is a thing that stalls my weight loss. Probably because I just can't grasp that a serving is the size of a pair of dice. Cheese. I eat like half a pound a day if I let myself. I'd say steak too, but it's all I eat. It's great but expensive. I don't like it purely because it hurts my wallet lol. Also, frozen Cool Whip. Every so often I'll eat a spoon or 2 or 3 just as an ice cream substitute. Trader Joe's unexpected cheddar cheese spread but soaked in Syrah. My God. Getting a wreck just thinking about it. Almonds. The limit does not exist. Cheese as well. Will eat so much that I need to remember to drink a keto shake with an extra dose of MCT so I can poop later. Super Fats cacao coconut nut butter had to stop buying this stuff completely. No self-control. Also Private Selections roasted pecans. There is something about these specific pecans that force me to surrender my will. I think it's because they are extra salty. Olives so salty and delicious. Bacon. Bacon, bacon, bacon. And halloumi. Pork rinds. I can eat a whole bag in one sitting. Oddly enough, I only eat them when I'm doing keto. Naked chicken wings from Islands. Steak. Eggs. Big Mac salad. Ribeye. Though I have not been able to overeat with it yet. The best I have managed was 32 ounces for an OMAD. And that only gave me 2,268 calories and my target is over 3K. Fried chicken skins. I turn into a little goblin and can easily eat a pound's worth as a snack. Smile with horns. Macadamias non-stop. Definitely cheese and butter. I was trying to figure out why I stopped losing weight even though it felt like I wasn't eating too much. And I realized I've been eating over a pound of cheese per day. It's gonna be real hard to quit though because that shit delish. And in case you are wondering, no. I am perfectly regular. I guess I'm just built different. Moo shu pork, no rice, no pancake. I wish they made a kid size. Stuffed spaghetti squash. Chicken with bacon, cheese, onions, mushrooms, peppers. All mixed in there with more cheese on top with a bit of pesto. I'll seriously eat an entire one to myself. Sugar-free candy cold sweat smile. My intestines don't thank me. But my stomach is happy enough with the general reduction in GERD symptoms from keto. Frankly, if I wasn't on the ECA stack, I'm sure I could eat too much of everything. Cheese is extremely easy. Eggs, pork steaks, and bacon would pour down my throat as well. But, on the ECA stack, I've had some sausage, 3 eggs, coffee with heavy cream, a boneless chicken thigh, some shredded cheese, and peanut butter. And I feel stuffed. I'm not sure I could stay on keto if it weren't for the stack. Chicken wings. Those wisps will be the death of me. Chicken, bacon, pesto Alfredo pasta. Use either banza in small quantity or spinach and broccoli instead of pasta. So good. Steak. Cheese, especially the ones who stink. Nut or peanut. Avocado. Cheese. Protein powder. Peri-peri wings. Spicy dill pickle pork rinds. Steak and eggs for sure. I can eat this every day with a nice glass of coconut water. Cheese, melted cheese even more. Streak with Momofuku chili crunch. Meat, cut of meat, bacon, fish, pig, ewe, goat. I'm ketovore, so I'm biased. Grin. Cheese. Peanut butter. Bacon and mayo in low-carb tortillas. broccoli and cheese.